Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle, and if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. I appreciate you for still being here. So today I have for you a very late January favorites. So I am behind on posting this, filming this for you guys because January, the last week of January was a little bit hectic. If you guys didn't catch my last few videos, then you have no idea what I'm talking about, but life is just a little bit crazy right now. I'm gonna spare you from re-explaining it. You can go and watch the last video. If you're a member, you would have seen my most recent members only upload. But today, I wanted to finally show you guys my January favorites because I made a list of plants that I was excited to show you, and I'm still excited to show you. There's been tons of new growth, tons of blooms happening, which is kind of crazy because it's winter, but my plants don't care. We've got these big, bright, west-facing windows, and they are thriving. So the first plant that I really want to show you guys today, wait, before I forget, Sunday, I'm going to be live on Plant Story. David will be live with me. We're going to be showing you guys all of our reptiles, answering all of your questions, and just having a good time. So if you're interested in that, make sure you download the Plant Story app if you haven't already. And if you have, make sure you go to my page and bookmark my lives so that you don't miss them. Next Sunday, we're doing a live sale, a plant purge sale. Girl, I gotta get rid of stuff. We're moving. I can't take it all with me. I gotta get rid of stuff. It's probably gonna be my last plant sale in Connecticut, so you're not gonna wanna miss it. I'm gonna be giving stuff away for really cheap because I just need things gone, and it should be fun. So anyway, back into the video. The first plant that I'm really excited to show you guys today needs to be watered, which is another reason why I brought her down here, because she's huge and it's actually really hard to properly water her in place. So I'm gonna throw her in the shower after this, but it is my sport variegated Monstera Deliciosa. And if you guys remember, I snagged this babe at Lowe's last year, and when we found her, she had some really beautiful sport variegation. A lot of people were like, she just looks like a low color albo, but this comes from, oh gosh, who was growing this from Lowe's? This was in one of those big pots, and they don't grow Monstera albo, so this is sport variegation, and it finally put out a new leaf. So there's half a plant in here that's not variegated, so we do just have like a regular green one in here that put out this leaf, which is fine. I still love a regular, just like green variegated, I mean just a regular green Monstera, but it did also put out this new leaf on the variegated side. So it might not look like much, it's just like a little splotch right here, but on the back of the leaf you can still see some variegation. I can see it really well because the light is coming through, but there's a huge chunk of white on the back of the leaf here as well. So it is still continuing with the variegation. She's looking a little wonky. I'm hoping that once we move, I'll be able to put her in a nice spot with her own light so that all of her leaves can do the same thing and go the same direction. She's kind of right now just like leaning towards two different grow lights on two different sides. But I had to show you guys this new leaf. I'm very excited to announce that this plant is still very much variegated. There is a, oh my goodness, this is so hard to do. There is, where's the leaf? A stripe of white on this petiole. It is very hard to tell, so I am very hopeful that this is going to continue to be variegated for me. I'll probably separate it out from the green one. I just thought that the plant looked more full having the green one in there as well, so we'll see how time goes for this plant, but I had to show you guys that new leaf, and she's definitely been one of my favorites this month. So number 2 on my list is a plant that I'm very excited to show you guys. I did post it on my Instagram, but the new leaf just keeps on growing and getting bigger, so I have to show you. And it is my Anthurium Metallicum. So I snagged this one from Rooted Rarities off of Plant Story not that long ago, maybe like November, December. And this is definitely a slower growing Anthurium, but I love it. I love the leaves on this one. And it's given me this new leaf. So she came out really small. She's not hardened off yet, so I don't think she's done growing. And I'm just like kind of obsessed. Look at how beautiful. I say it all the time, there's nothing better than a new emerging Anthurium leaf and Hoya blooms. And I've got Hoya blooms to show you too. My Hoya are going nuts. They're blooming like crazy. And it seems like a strange time of year for that to happen, but I'm not mad about it. So Anthurium Metallicum is number 2 on my list today, and I'm pretty stoked about this new leaf. I'm thinking that this leaf, and I've got like a new leaf on my Forgetti Eye. I've got pretty much all of my Anthurium working on a new leaf at some point in the growth process, but I'm taking that as a sign that I'm doing things properly for my Anthurium. I think this is a really nice new healthy leaf, and I feel like it's pretty good validation that we're doing something right. So I fertilize these like crazy. I give them lots of humidity. I make sure that they never get super dry. Most of my Anthurium are in a moss perlite, but I am gonna do like a full Anthurium care video and show you guys my whole entire Anthurium collection. I just don't know when that's gonna happen because now we're literally about to move and I may need to wait until we're all settled in. But there's gonna be tons of moving content and tons of setting up my new plant space content for you guys in the meantime. So definitely look forward to that. Anthurium Metallicum is number 2 on my list because look at that leaf. Isn't she gorgeous? Okay, so number 3 on my list of my favorites for the month of January has just kind of been like money trees in general. My regular green money tree I think is just really, really cute, and I've kind of just got a thing for money trees lately. And if you guys remember, I did buy a variegated money tree not long ago, and I wanted to show you guys how well she's been doing. She gave me a couple of new leaves. She's working on another one down in here. The new leaves on these are just so stinking cute. Cannot handle it. And there's still a little bit of webbing left over on a lot of these plants from the spider mites, but there's no actual spider mites, so that's good. But look at how cute she is. I cannot wait for this plant to be big like my other money tree, for her to just keep on. I don't know how to encourage branching on a plant like this, but we'll figure it out as we go because she's just still in moss and I'm terrified to transplant because sometimes they just freak out on me when I do that. So I'm gonna leave her in here for like as long as humanly possible until she grows really, really big, and then I will repot her. I got this one from Rare Plant Fairy on Plant Story. I love Plant Story, but I haven't been buying a lot of plants lately just because, like I said, we're moving and it's pretty chilly, so I'm probably not going to be buying anything until like April, but don't hold me to it. So no unboxings anytime soon, but that gives us time to focus on the plants that I do have already, including this beautiful variegated money tree. And you guys know I'm always looking for a sport variegated one when I'm in the big box stores. So maybe one day I'll finally find one and we can add that to my collection. So number 4 on my list today, I'm very, very excited to show you guys because it's not a plant that I normally show. It's a plant that I've had for a very long time. I imported this plant years ago and it has just sat stagnant. Did I import this? No, I actually think I might have actually just bought this one off of like Etsy or something. And it is the Hoya species Sabah. RP013. I think I got this one off of Etsy now that I think about it, but I've had it for years. And it's got these really long, beautiful, veiny leaves, but it never did anything for me. And then all of a sudden, I noticed this guy. Bam! Look at how big that leaf is. It's definitely like a little bit sun stressed and stuff as it's coming in, which is totally fine and totally normal for a Hoya. As it hardens off, it'll turn into more of this green color because it's still a new leaf. But you guys, this thing is huge, and it finally gave me a new leaf. You have no idea how stinking excited I am, or I was, when I saw this. I think that my super growth elixir from Urban Gardener is definitely helping. These Hoya that were super stagnant for a long time, and now they're finally growing for me. Look at that huge leaf. If you love a veiny Hoya like I do, you definitely need to grab yourself a Hoya species Saba. It's just a place, it's named after where it was found, and I love it. It's gorgeous. So you see the leaves kind of can start out pretty small, and they just progressively get bigger and bigger as long as you give it something to climb. So she's definitely gonna need a new trellis or something soon, but I am just loving this leaf. All of my Hoya have been growing, but I am gonna do a separate like Hoya growth video for you guys because I just want to show you all the new leaves and all the blooms and everything that's been happening. But I had to show you a couple at least now, because number 5 on my list is another Hoya, and it's a Hoya that you guys have seen plenty, and I'm pretty sure it was on my favorites not that long ago, but I had to put it on today because first of all, she's gorgeous, and second of all, she's blooming. And this is my first Hoya bloom. I have the regular green Hoya. She never blooms for me. I've had her for years. She just kind of sits stagnant. I should probably hit them with the super growth elixir. I tend to forget on like my big hanging plants in the window, but girl, do you see her? She's not just like growing like crazy. She's got tendrils on tendrils everywhere. But this bloom has just had me impatiently waiting for it to open because I personally have never seen a Hoya Eyeballoom like off of one of my own plants. Obviously, I've seen photos of other people's, but I have not had one for myself, and I'm just really excited. And honestly, is there anything better? Like I said, besides new emergent Anthurium leaves, I don't think there's anything that can top when you notice that your Hoya is about to bloom for you. So this seems like a really nice, healthy, hardy bloom that should open any day for me. I'm not worried that it's gonna blast because this plant is really well established, and this bloom doesn't seem weak to me. A lot of the times you can kind of tell when the bloom seems weak. It's really fragile. Even if you like go near it, it kind of starts to fall apart. So I'm confident that this bloom is going to open for me, and I'll definitely be posting it on Instagram when it does. So make sure you're following me over there. Hoya Variegated. I would love to get the outer variegated version of this. I just really love this plant, and this is a plant that I struggled with when I would get it as a cutting or as a small plant. So I always tell people, if you're really struggling with a Hoya that you love, just buy it big already. Buy it already well established, because I've done so well with this one and I really didn't think that I would. So Hoya Variegated is number 5 on my list today, mostly because of this bloom. And I normally only do 5, but as I was taking this plant down, I noticed that the plant next to it is also blooming, and it's not a Hoya, but I had to give it an honorable mention. I think this was on my last favorites, but it's literally just continuing to grow and go crazy. This is my Desidia Ovada. This is the watermelon Desidia. I had to show you guys really quick because she's also getting ready to bloom. I don't know if you could see this little bloom here. There's another bloom right here and a third one here. And I don't know if you guys have, oh, there's a bunch of them. I don't know if you guys have seen Desidia blooms, but they're so weird. They are related to Hoya, so they do kind of look similar. They're in the same family, but I had to show you guys this one honorable mention really quick because first of all, look at that sunstress. Isn't she gorge? And I'm excited for these weird little blooms. They're not as exciting as Hoya blooms. They kind of just stay like this. They don't really ever open up or anything like that, not from my experience anyway, but they are still really strange and really cute, and I had to show you guys this Desidia. So she's number 6 honorable mention for today. So that is it, you guys, for all of my top 5 or 6 rather favorite videos for the month of January. I know I'm behind, but we'll be doing February soon. Maybe, potentially, I might be like in the middle of chaos. I genuinely don't know, but I'm gonna do my best to get videos out for you guys over the next few weeks. They might be a little bit more sporadic than usual because life might be a little bit more hectic than usual for us moving forward. So just bear with me. And I appreciate you guys for being here. Let me know if you have any of these plants, if you added any of these plants to your wish list, which one was your favorite today. I would love to know. That Anthurium is just staring at me. It is so gorgeous. And I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, you should definitely give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Get yourself some perky perks. If not, there's a super thanks button. You guys know that I cannot do this without you. I appreciate every single one of you so very much. Even those of you who never say anything, I still appreciate you for being here and for watching and for giving the video a thumbs up. Leave me some money emojis in the comments if you watched this whole entire video in honor of my cute little variegated money tree. Even just leaving some emojis in the comments helps with the algorithm, so I appreciate you guys if you do. And I love you so very much. I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you are out there in the world. Don't forget to download Plant Story. Don't forget to spread kindness. Don't forget to drink your water. Lots of things to remember, and I will see you in the next one.